Dang it. Move over to the right, crossing over the jump diagonally to reduce airtime and pick up the rally car. We want to always keep full grip in this car, so I immediately switch into action key 3 and keep it on for the entire time. So from the right, turn in left, and then you can hop over the grass and stay on the dirt road inside over the jump at the top. Ignore the dirt road on the right and jump up the grass, landing on the right before again turning in from the right. I do a quick release here as I always found that the car sliding in the next chicane if I had more speed. Avoid turning too much in the tight chicane and try to cut the corner a little without losing grip before heading up the straight dirt jump. Go on a date with me. Again, try to drive as diagonally as possible through the longer chicane before again jumping up left of the black and white arrow to get onto the left side of the dirt road. From the left, turn tight into the right, keeping as much grip as possible before avoiding the left camber for the final turn. Story time. For the desert car, you always want to have 4 wheels on the ground on non-penalty surfaces and furiously tap in corners to make your way round. For this first slow section, I immediately switch into action key 4 and head as diagonally as I can through the chicane with a rhythm that will keep the car flat before heading smoothly down onto the platform blocks. Still in action key 4, I try to stay on the inside of this left-hander. Unfortunately, I did lose a little speed as 2 wheels left the ground here because I held the steering instead of tapping faster. Then, head up the middle of the loop, allowing the car to move gently left where you want to be on the exit. What do I do for a living? For the final desert car section, I switch to action key 3 as the turns are not as sharp. You want to enter the first slightly later than I did and be a bit further to the left. I had to hold steering a bit longer because of this, and again 2 wheels lost contact with the ground, losing me speed. Then, if you got the line right, you should be further left through the checkpoint for the final right-hander, where again I lost contact with the ground on 2 wheels as I held steering instead of tapping faster because of the bad line. With the wider entry line, you will be a lot tighter on the exit and have a straighter run into the snow car section. I used to be, hold on. With the snow car, any sliding, in other words any skid marks, is losing you speed. Because of this speedy section though, I felt like I could not go lower than 80% steering, so I immediately switched to action key 4. The snow car can make extremely fast and sharp turns, but you have to steer gently first to get it to that point. In most of these turns, for example, you will see me trying to tap and then longer steer. Even with that, in this first right-hander, you can see I get skid marks and lose speed. Same thing at the start of this left-hander. I wasn't tapping enough into the left and went into full steering too early and lost more speed. Either way, cross the chicane as diagonally as you can before heading middle right for the drop down, where you want to keep the car straighter than I did for the landing. Again, for the uphill left, more tapping was needed to get the car ready for the harder steering, as you try to stay as close to the left as possible. This should allow you to treat the exit chicane as another diagonal instead of having to turn in it like I did. For the right-hander, I am already slow enough that the car won't skid so easily anymore, so I just try to stay close to the right side with harder steering. For the final left section, again we are just trying to stay close to the inside on the left. Then treat the final chicane as a diagonal, although probably don't challenge it as much as I did here, and then straighten up for the finish. 80! I tried to